Thanks, Karen. The Hummer Hawks women basketball team has put the finishing touches on yet another perfect season, winning the OCAA National Championship. Powered by seniors Alina Domingo and CJ Nufuente, the Hawks defeated second-ranked Dawson 68-61. Nufuente scored 21 points, and it was her layup in the last quarter that iced the game. Her efforts led to her being named MVP of the tournament, the second time she has earned this honor. Coach A.J. Shawarma spoke wonderfully of his team, calling himself lucky to be able to coach special players such as Nofuente and Domingo. Now, after a season in which the Hawks went 26-0, the girls will head into the offseason with not only a national title, but with the title of being perfect. After putting together an 11-game win streak, the Toronto Raptors saw their streak crash and burn after a 132-125 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder on Sunday afternoon. A game that started as a battle between two elite playoff teams turned into a fiery affair that saw DeMar DeRozan, Serge Ibaka, and Dwayne Casey ejected. After driving to the basket for a potential game-tying layup, DeRozan appeared to be fouled by Thunder's player Corey Brewer, but no call was made. DeRozan, furious over the no call, was ejected minutes later, and shortly after, Ibaka and Casey joined him in the locker room as they were also dismissed. The Raptors believe the loss is just another example of inconsistent officiating against them this season. Casey added after the game that consistency is what you want. Fairness and consistency.
Couple nights, fairness, consistency, and we're going to complain the proper way. How the game was, got out of hand at the end, and we just watched the calls. We're going to do it in the proper way. I'm not going to step here and criticize officials, and because we made enough mistakes down the stretch. Also, we shot ourselves in the foot. We missed some easy shots, layups, free throws, turnovers. And that's a good team.
The Raptors have not been shy to voice their opinions, as DeRozan was fined earlier this season for comments about NBA officiating after a loss to the Golden State Warriors. But after an emotional roller coaster of a weekend, the Raptors will have to recompose as they are set to travel to Orlando tomorrow to take on the Magic. Continuing off our theme of emotional letdowns, Toronto FC are still searching for their first win of the season after a 1-0 loss to the Montreal Impact Saturday. The Toronto side has been unable to solve their MLS championship hangover, as a 41st-minute goal from Impact rookie Jason Vargas was the difference maker. TFC had possession for over 64% of the game, but were unable to do much with their chances. Coach Greg Vanney alluded to possible fatigue from flipping between Champions League and MLS play in his post-game interview, saying, "When you go to Tigres and you have an edge and you're playing to make sure you maintain that edge, it's a different mindset than coming into Montreal and going after it and trying to win the game." Now the TFC side will enjoy a much-needed break, as they are not set to play until Friday, when they will host Real Salt Lake at 8 p.m. For Leafs fans, there are only a few better feelings than a victory against the Montreal Canadiens. Beating the Canadiens feels even better when it's a 4-0 shutout on home ice, which is exactly what the Leafs accomplished Saturday night. Curtis McElhinney was between the pipes for the Leafs, filling in for the injured Frederik Andersen. McElhinney stopped all 32 shots he faced en route to his third shutout of the season. Andreas Janssen scored his first goal of his career in just his second ever NHL game. A 7th-round pick, Janssen scored the final goal in Saturday's game. William Nylander and Nazem Kadri also both added goals in the victory, which gave Toronto its 12th straight home victory. The win keeps Toronto's momentum rolling as they are set to face off with the Atlantic Division leading Tampa Bay Lightning tomorrow night at 7:30. As the MLB season inches closer and closer, the Toronto Blue Jays have made many moves over the weekend in order to prepare for the upcoming season. Pitching coach Pete Walker said yesterday that barring any unforeseen issues, Marcus Stroman is set to pitch in the 4th game of the home opening series against the New York Yankees. After dealing with a shoulder issue, Stroman made his spring debut Saturday, pitching 2 hitless innings in a victory over the Canadian junior national team. Saturday's game also served as a touching tribute to late Blue Jay Roy Halladay, as his son Braden Halladay took the mound in the 8th inning to face his dad's former team. The younger Halladay pitched a 1-2-3 inning against his father's former team, showing the same composure his dad flashed during his playing career. The Jays are currently in action against the Atlanta Braves with Aaron Sanchez on the mound. The team is also expected to announce their opening day starter and starting rotation order tomorrow. Now, here's to Alessandra with all your up-to-the-minute entertainment news.